Welcome to Create TV.
Howdy.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell the people what's your name and where you from, man.
My name is Richard Daly, but you could call me Bear or Epykness, EPYKNESS. Atlanta, born and raised. Nice to meet y'all.
Yeah, okay, Atlanta, born and raised. So what's it like growing up in Atlanta, man, for you?
Shit, I done seen all sides of this city at this point.
Wow.
Like literally, like a lot of people say they was like from Atlanta. Like I'm literally from Atlanta. Like I was down here. Like when I was a little ass kid, I was being bad and shit, leaving my mom's apartment. She used to stay over by like, it wasn't Mercedes-Benz back then, but I used to stay over like by the where the stadium was at.
Wow.
I used to like leave the apartment and shit, right? She had her neighbors would call her and be like, "Hey, your kid, he out walking on the street and shit." Like,
dang, not them neighbors being snitches.
Shit, hell yeah. I was like 3, 4, so it was just like shit. It's all good, but hell yeah.
Wow. Okay, so being that you're in Atlanta, it's a lot of creative stuff here. So as a creative, what do you create?
I make music. I do video. I do video editing. But I'm working on getting a lot of this stuff like in-house. Oh yeah, and I do like Airsoft and I do like Nerf guns. I want to say that's a real big part of like what I do.
Wow.
And I want to say, like, honestly, when I first got on campus, I didn't want to talk about that shit. I didn't want to even be about that shit, because like there was in like the dorms was talking about some, oh yeah, you can't have toy firearms in there. So I was on some scary shit.
Yeah, like on some like, yeah, you don't even want to risk it. I get it.
Yeah. But it's like I can't run from what I come from.
Right, and what
shit.
you
So like it's just
about.
like, and then it's like it's more than one side to this shit. Like, okay, people could talk about, you know, gun violence, but like from my perspective, I could really teach people what I know about this shit, and maybe we could start open up the conversation about like firearm safety, how to safely use a firearm, how to not bring that type of energy. Like there are other ways to resolve conflict than firearms as well.
Right.
So I want to open up like conversations about that. Like, okay, yeah, firearms, they're dangerous, but they can be cool too if you apply them in cool ways. You can use those to build communities. And a lot of what I'm doing with my brand, the Black Market, is like I'm trying to build it. I'm trying to turn it into a sport, like fighting fire with fake fire type shit.
Right.
You did.
That's
so
dope.
Hell yeah. So I want to like get people into, okay, y'all got all this energy to do like talk about all this violence. You could put that on the field, on a sport, still get paid for it, but ain't nobody got to die type shit.
Right.
So, hell yeah.
I like that perspective. A lot.
Appreciate it.
So my next question for you is, what inspires you the most to create?
Shit. I would say definitely my family and my emotions play a big part in like my creative process. So like I want to say sometimes like when I'm making a song, because I do make music a lot. I've been I want to say like when I get into like my zone or like working with like the shit I do, it's got to be something that I'm on. Because like if I'm working on a song, I could be working on the song for like weeks or sometimes months even. And then I say like, you know, fuck this song. I don't fuck with this song. I don't want to work on it no more. And it turns out I just want to work on a different song that's the mood that I'm feeling at that time.
Right.
Type shit. So,
no, I get that for real.
Hell yeah.
Stress, I get that.
Like
okay.
Some of the shit I'm working on so goddamn old, and it's just like I know I'm gonna come back to it. It's just not the time for it yet.
Exactly.
The story ain't complete.
I feel that. I'm like that a bunch, man.
Hell yeah.
So, okay, so my next question for you: when do you think you're the most creative? You know.
That's a tough one.
Like, I mean, it could be anything: daytime, nighttime. You know, like it could be a place. It could be, you know, the type of environment. I've heard a lot of different answers. Some people say like, you know, the setting matters. So just different stuff like that.
I would say the only thing important about the setting is it's got to be quiet. Like I can't work around noise, because like I might end up trying to feed off of the noise. I want to say like when I was real young and I started making music, it was a lot of like echoing, like playing telephone, like oh, I heard this from this song, I heard this from this song, but it would sound better if it did this like this song did. And that's like a lot of like when I first started doing like my music shit, it was just like echo and repeating until I got like able to make my own shit.
Right.
So yeah, I would say like it's got to be a quiet environment so that I could get like my specific message across. And then shit, I'm sorry, I curse a lot.
Hey, it's good. YouTube, you can curse, so we good.
Hell yeah. You right. I would say no, I could cook up anywhere. It just got to be a quiet place.
Okay.
So,
I
yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And so my next question for you is, as a creative, what makes you different than other creatives?
I don't know. I don't really focus on trying to be different. I just focus on trying to be me.
I love that.
Like-
That's what makes you different, though. Look, you
Yeah,
already you answered the question. That's perfect. Okay, and then my last question for you is gonna be, as a creative, what do you contribute to society, or what do you look to contribute to the society? And also, just what's your vision for what's next?
Well, what's next? I definitely have a plan. Only my family like really know to the extent of how far I'm trying to go with some of the stuff that I'm working on. And so there's that. And it bothers me that a lot of young people with our complexion are doing like the stuff that we doing. Like I want to say like in my neighborhood, it's not as hot as it was like I want to say like 2-3 months ago, but it was a bunch of shooting and shit. I'm just like,
Wow.
this shit ain't cool. Like
Right.
this shit ain't this ain't how we should be applying ourselves. And like we put a lot of energy into the wrong thing. So I kind of want to like I do want to definitely sit down and talk to a lot of people, as many as I can, about like, I don't know, shit. I don't know, violence. It's just I don't like violence.
Me neither. Because there's
yeah.
so many different ways you can, come to a resolution of things without it. So I get it. A lot of people, they just don't know how to communicate or don't know how to process their emotions the right way. So I definitely get that. I respect that a lot. Man.
That's facts.
That's great. You have a great perspective, man. I appreciate your time.
Thank
Man,
you.
most definitely.
Didn't expect to be on YouTube today, but here we is.
Yeah. Let the people know where they can find you, man.
Shit, you can follow me on Instagram, epykness, that's epykness. I have 2 other accounts, the.black.market. The K and the C and the black is switched around. And you can also find me at the grid, GRYD.
Okay.
That's me.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey yo, it's your boy Epykness, and I'm rocking with CTCTV.